Hey everyone, it's Shaylee. I am super comfy casual today. Sweatshirt weather. I'm tired. I almost didn't film this video today just because I'm feeling kind of like tired and low energy, but I really wanted to make a Monday makeup chat for you to have this morning, and I actually needed to get ready to leave, so I'll talk about it more. My skin's breaking out. It's just one of those weeks, but I'm showing up because I'm trying to practice a little more self-discipline, so maybe take that with you headed into the week, because now I feel great that I made this video and it's done, so take that with you today. Anyways, if you're new to these videos, I basically just hang out, chat. This is my way of trying to learn more about who's watching my videos. Let's be girlfriends. Comment below. Let's interact. I love these videos because they're very personal. I just kind of chat about my own life as if we were sitting here together doing our makeup. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and let's get started. Good morning, happy Monday makeup chat. I almost didn't make a video today just because I am breaking out so bad all over my skin, and then I thought, you know what? We break out sometimes. People break out. It's a normal thing. I just feel like I haven't broken out like this in a while, so I was feeling kind of yucky about my skin. But it is what it is. I need to get ready. We're doing it. I keep seeing girls with these headbands. I mean, they're everywhere, and I just thought they were so fun. It looks, you know what it reminds me of? The movie The Cinderella Story with Drew Barrymore. They wear those pretty headbands, I guess they'd be called, and it just looks pretty and it keeps your hair out of your way, so I'm down for it. So today, like I said, I need to get ready. I have a doctor's appointment to go try to get Clomid. Let's just hop right into it, shall we? Oh my gosh, it's been, I think, about a month since I got my brows laminated, and they are still, the tinting is worn off by this point, but the lamination is still perfect. I literally had an appointment tomorrow to get it redone, and I moved it to 2 weeks out because I'm thinking I don't need it yet. Let's just keep rolling with this. I just think my eyebrows have looked the best they've ever looked, and it excites me so much because I just feel like I've never loved my eyebrows that much. Right when I got them microbladed, yes, but other than that, I don't know. I just love the spiky, like Brooke Shields thick brow. Okay, so you know I always start with some like skincare stuff if I haven't gotten to it for the day yet, but I talked about how the face glaze, this is basically like strobe cream from MAC. It's like a glowy moisturizer. It says it helps support skin's moisture barrier, keep hydration locked in. It's kind of like a highlight and a moisturizer mix. Well, they made a bronze one, and I ordered it and I opened it already. I'm doing a Sephora haul later this week, but I opened this up to show in Instagram if you were watching that. It's bronze. It would have worked for me this summer when I had a tan, but right now, as you can see, I'm very light, but I kind of want to just put it on my face anyway. Okay, this might be like the weirdest thing. We'll see. I'm wondering if once you buff it in, it's not going to be that crazy, especially once I put on foundation and everything. But as you can see, it's bronze. It's bronze, girl. She bronze. I wish I would have had that this summer. It's kind of odd that they launched it in like late August, early September, because it's totally like it should be a summer launch, I would think. But super pretty. Okay, so if you don't know what Clomid is, it is a fertility drug. I used it to get pregnant with my baby girl. After trying to have her for about two and a half years, I used it, and it worked. And something kind of funny my husband brought up because this appointment was coming up, and he's like, so are you gonna ask her if you can, first of all, get on it, and second of all, just start at the higher dose? And I was asking him, what do you mean the higher dose? He reminded me that I started, I think it was like 50 milligrams for the first 3 months, and then that 4th month I went up to 100, and that's the month I got pregnant. So yeah, I'm gonna chat with her about that, but I totally forgot that in my fertility video. Like, I completely forgot that I had 2 different doses. I didn't remember. I started using this foundation again. It is my favorite, and it just is a great color for me. The Laura Mercier. I need to make a video all about this because it is seriously so perfect. Like, I used my NARS. I have 2 other ones by NARS that I really like, and I used them the other day, and it just was like, no, I love the Laura Mercier one better. For right now, at least, for how I like my makeup, I don't know. The other ones are heavier, and usually I'm not breaking out, so I do like a thinner, more sheer coverage. So yeah, I just have to go, it's like my annual appointment. And so yeah, we've been trying, I've told you on here that I would just keep you posted. I was gonna originally do like a whole series about it, and then I thought, that overwhelms me. I feel so blessed to have the one daughter I already have. If I could have another, I would love that. But I also, like, I don't feel the same about it this time. Definitely not being able to get pregnant right away has brought back some of those old feelings. but I'm seriously like, I could never get pregnant again and I still have my golden girl, you know what I mean? But I would love to be able to get her a sibling. I would love to have a little baby again. I would just love to extend my family. Like the idea, just watching my baby girl, she's almost 2, turn into a little personality and like a human instead of a little baby that, you know, you don't get as much from. It just makes me so excited. That's like what's next in my life, you know, is enjoying them. And so, or, you know, see, I'm gonna have another one. I'm telling you, it's in the works. I just have to make it happen. So yeah, I have to go do that today. And then other than that, my daughter is in daycare on Tuesdays and it's kind of my day to clean and film videos and do errands like the doctor. I have a Pilates class that I go to every Tuesday. So I'm gonna do a light makeup. My reason of telling you all this is I don't really have anywhere I need to be wearing makeup to, but I think last Monday makeup chat, I did like a fall inspired like brown chocolatey look. It's so funny because, you know, it's September. What's today? The 20th or something? September 19th. And I've been seeing all these posts about like, if I see another influencer post about Halloween decorations, I'm gonna throw up. Like stuff about just how sometimes we can't just live in the present. And here's the thing, if you're listening to Christmas music right now, you do you, boo. Like, I don't care what anyone else is doing. If it makes you happy, great. I'm not one of those people that's like that post I was just repeating. Like, I don't care what people are doing, but I do think it's important to enjoy the time right now. Like, we're always moving forward and forward and forward. And so I think it's good to realize that I'm gonna be wearing fall makeup for months, the next couple months. And so today I was like, I kind of want to do like a pink vibe. You know, I don't associate that with fall. So I thought, we're still in September. I am going to, I think it is technically fall now though. I think so. But I'm gonna do just like a glowy pink look today. So going along with that, slower living, my word of the year, if you don't know, is intentional. So that's really what I've been trying to learn and work on this year, and being present and all of that. But it's a constant thing I have to remind myself of. Like I talked about in my last Monday makeup chat, like I think these things are something you have to always bring up. It's like why you have a vision board. You know, people can tease about that kind of stuff, but if you are constantly reminded of how you want to be every morning when you look at it, it's always top of mind. And I kind of feel like that. If you hear stuff, it's my dogs. Oh my god, I have my Amazon packages here. Maybe that's what it is. So yeah, I just think that also we are like in a time, if you're my age, I'm 33, and I feel like everyone that I'm friends with, ranging from, you know, 30 to 40 pretty much, even some younger, like some of my younger clients that are mid-20s, I feel like are going through this. So I think it's just something that happens to women throughout that time, depending, you know, what's going on in your life. If you have kids yet, if you're married yet, where you are career-wise. I feel like we're all having identity crises. Like, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? What am I doing? Who do I want to be? What do I want my life to look like? What do I want my daily life to look like? Even just down to the daily routines. And so, yeah, that's circling back around. I just feel sometimes I don't articulate things well, but I hope that's making sense. It's like just keeping all those things top of mind, but also like having grace and being happy where you're at instead of always having to be thinking about the next thing or like not feeling like you're doing enough in the moment you're in. I'm clearly like free speaking here. I'm just thinking out loud, and then I'm always worried I'm gonna go to edit this and not have a video because I'm gonna be like, Shaylee, what the fuck are you talking about? But I hope it's entertaining to you while I do my makeup. So speaking of being intentional and identity crisis and wanting to, you know, what am I doing? I've been doing a lot of like resetting and making myself a little routine and all of that. I've talked about this on my YouTube channel. I've talked about it on Instagram. So one thing I noticed that I was falling out of the habit of was doing like stuff for me as far as like inner work, like reading books about, you know, self-improvement or just learning. Like I noticed I was spending a lot of time watching Real Housewives, to be honest, stuff like that. Like I would just put my daughter to bed, I would get in the bath and watch Summer House. And I just feel like that's all good. Sometimes I don't want to do that as my nightly routine. So I was trying to bring reading and journaling back into the mix. And so I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday because I just had the thought on my mind that I wanted to read the book, The Secret Garden. If you haven't read it, I can't even tell you what it's about because it's been that long. My dad's now ex-wife, but my stepmom, I guess you would say, she'll always be my stepmom, got it for me when I was maybe like 11 and I read it. So that's how long it has been. And if you don't know, I love gardening. I'm really getting into like outside plants. And so I just was thinking like, I want to serve that inner child Shaylee. Like I want to read that book again. And my mom sold her house a couple years ago, and I had asked her at that time when she like went through all of her stuff to move out of her home, did she know where my childhood books were? And they weren't in storage. they weren't at the house. So I think at some point, because when you're like a teenager, you don't care about stuff like that, I think I maybe got rid of them, which really bums me out. So all this to say, I had to replace my Secret Garden book. So I went into Barnes & Noble yesterday and I got 3 books. First one's The Secret Garden, and it was so funny too, because when I checked out, the lady was like, oh, so you've got stuff for you and a little one, huh? And I was like, yeah. This is for me. But I also got these 2 books and I'm really excited. Maybe I should do my makeup too instead of just talking. So that's gonna serve the inner child. I already am like almost halfway in this book and I just started it last night. It's called Chakra Healing. It was $8. Everything at my Barnes & Noble was 25% off because I think they thought they were closing and then now they're not, which is so great because I just was saying the other day, I remember when we were like little and would go to the video store, and now video stores are gone. Like our generation is the last to remember that. And then when Barnes & Noble told me they were thinking of closing yesterday and then they realized they weren't going to, it made me think I'm probably gonna live to see that, you know? I love a tangible book. Like I am not a Kindle person. I love getting real books or like an audiobook. I love audiobooks too, because then sometimes it's hard to like follow along if it's a really deep like self-help book. I like to listen while I'm doing other things, so love some Audible. But anyway, I went and got this. It's very much making me realize I also, besides the reading and the journaling, really want to get back to meditation. But it's cool because it basically tells you all about the chakras, what each energy center will look like if it's blocked or if it's like perfectly open and healthy. If it's not healthy, how to fix it through all these things like behavioral changes, food and diet, essential oils, crystals, yoga, and meditation. And I just feel like every single person would relate in some way to this book. We all need to work on something in our life. And in the very beginning, it discusses how this is not associated with one religion. There is a spiritual element, the crown chakra, but I love how it's for everyone. Let's do some makeup and then I'll get back to that. So yeah, I basically last night put my daughter to bed and then went upstairs. I read. So it was nice to kind of switch it up instead of watching TV. I just woke up in a good mood today. I think that's what it's about too. Like when you're doing self-work, just like at the gym or something too. Like if you work out, if you go on a walk, you're gonna be happier and like make better decisions the whole rest of the day, right? So that's kind of how I felt going to sleep, reading something about like healing my energy centers. It's like you're gonna wake up and be like, I'm ready to do good things today. So I remember this eyeshadow from MAC. It came out when I worked there and it was so pretty, these dazzle shadows, and they still sell them. This one is a really light, pretty pink. It's called Last Dance. And you can put it over top of, let me make sure it's focusing. You can put this, should we zoom? You can put this over top of anything, but I am gonna put it by itself. As you can see, it's very pretty on its own. I'm getting kind of messy with it, but that's okay. Speaking of fall and jumping ahead, my husband this weekend, I had a to-do list written for him, and one of the things, because he went hunting this weekend, so when he got home Sunday, I'm like, here's your to-do list. He always tells me to write him to-do lists or he'll forget the things I ask him, so it's not like, I'm not meaning this in a mean way. He asked me to make him one of these. It just made me laugh because one of the things on there was to get down my fall decor and Halloween decor. So I am gonna be decorating. I'm excited. I'll probably do it tomorrow, Wednesdays. So I film this usually on Tuesdays and you see it the following Monday. So tomorrow's Wednesday and I am with my daughter. Wednesday's just us at home. And so I thought that might be something kind of fun to do tomorrow. Like she's been really into the Halloween Miss Rachel, which is like a teacher on YouTube. So I thought I'll turn that on and I'll decorate while she watches that and we'll kind of take our time. That'll be fun. Have you decorated for fall? What is your stance on that? So another thing that's happened that I don't think I've talked to on here, but I feel like everyone can relate, right? If you're around my age, our grandparents are getting older. If you even are lucky to have grandparents left, both my grandfathers are now gone. I have 2 grandmas left. So anyways, my local grandma, she's about 35 minutes away. She lost my grandpa last February. It's been over a year. And she lives, like I said, like 35 minutes away, and she's up by herself. Like it's a very small town and it's just been that way forever. Like she's lived there since the 80s with my grandpa, and my grandpa was always gone a lot, like for work. She's very independent woman is my point. This is another reason I think I've been having a little identity crisis, because I went and stayed the night up there with her a couple weeks ago without like dishing out all her personal info. Not that she would ever know this was on YouTube or anything, but she's totally fine. She didn't hurt anybody, but like she was driving and she was confused, and so I had to go pick her up and like drive her car back to her house, and now she's not going to be driving anymore, but she lives 35 minutes out of town. So like this is a big transition time. It was scary, but like everything's all good. So I had stayed the night there with her that night because like I was the only local girl who could like, I'm the oldest grandbaby, so I like stayed with her and made sure she was all good until we got her like back on the right medicine, all this stuff. It was just weird staying at my Grammy's house. Like, it was so weird waking up there. Like, I had all these memories of getting up with my cousins and like making pancakes for my grandparents. Like, we would always get up and make pancakes with this orange spatula. Like, it's those little things that you remember. It's those weird little things that just like never leave your head. It was just a weird moment where I realized that time is gone. That time is forever gone. And then I start thinking about the fact that now it's my daughter's childhood time, and like she views my mom as I view my Grammy, and like it was just one of those moments, right? So anyways, all this to say, it made me just sorry that I hadn't spent a lot more time with my grandma and grandpa throughout my life. Like late, you know, when I was little I did, but like as you get older, it's just like you're busy, and I don't know, I just wish I would have, and I was really like sad about that. And like I came to a place where I was like, there is literally nothing I can do about that now. All I can do is spend more time with her now. We decided, as my dad, my aunt and stuff decided to basically like have all of us go checking in on her each day, instead of like at this point hiring someone to just be there, because she's really like, as long as she takes the right medication and eats, like she's all good, but like she forgets to eat because she's like not that hungry and she's up there by herself, and you know, she's not cooking for other people is my point. So Thursdays are my day to go check on her, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like you're taking on an extra task, and I don't feel like I have all the time. You know, I have a little girl, I work part-time, I'm a stay-at-home mom the rest of the time. You know, my husband's out of town a lot for work. Like it's a task that I'm committing to that just puts more on my plate, but I'm just like so grateful for it. Like, I don't know, I've never felt like, oh no, like how am I gonna make sure I get to this every week? I'm more thinking of it like, wow, I'm so grateful that I'm gonna have this like little visit with her each week. And so that's something that's kind of cool that's happened, is like that opportunity, I guess. And my Grammy is so funny. She's so sarcastic, and like she's not the kind of grandma that like you feel bad if you call her, you're not gonna be on the phone forever, because she'll get off the phone first. And like just last week was the first week I went up there to do like our little check. So like she's had people there every day, and she's independent and usually alone. So I think she's getting like, not that she doesn't enjoy the company, but she's just like, all right, like you don't have to stay here all day. Like I stayed for about 2 hours, and then she's like, okay, what else do you have going on today? It kind of made me laugh. But we had coffee together. I brought her flowers and some breakfast stuff, and then we ended up watching a movie. And I'm sharing this to tell you to call your grandma. Okay, my camera got overheated. I'm almost done. I just got to do lips and finish telling you about this book. Sorry, I'm editing this video and I'm seeing that I didn't catch the part where I start talking about this other book. So it's called Plant Magic for the Beginner Witch. Anyways, like for example, this one says High Vibrational Lavender House Cleanse. And it talks about just like ways to cleanse out your house of negative energy with this spell. And it's just lavender, a bowl, water, and salt, and tells you like the little chant to say. And it's just really cute. Like I totally believe in this kind of stuff. And if you just have fun doing it, like, you know what I mean? I don't think it needs to be taken so seriously. Like you just do it and it's fun and it makes you happy, and like you grew that lavender that you used. I don't know, I'm just excited about it. I'm into the like herbalist witchy stuff. I think it's so cool. Okay, let's do lips. I'm gonna use peyote. It's like my favorite pinky light pink. I really want to get lip filler again. I haven't had it since I think in February, January. And it's not because I want bigger lips. I just feel like the shape is getting weird. And that's what happens when dissolver or lips dissolve, is like they just like right when I draw right here, it always bumps out right there. Why? I think it's because some of the filler has like gone out of right here, but it's still right here. I don't know. So I just want to like get it touched up, but at the same time, I don't really want bigger lips. I'm happy with my lip size. I just like when they're fresh and you don't even have to look. You can be like Kylie Jenner, like doing your lips with your eyes closed, because the filler is like making them perfect, the perfect shape. But like I said, I do makeup and everyone's like, you have your lips filled? Like when I talk about it sometimes when I'm doing their lips, because they'll be like, sorry, my lips are so small. Girl, mine were too, until I paid to get them plumped. And they're like, you do? They look so good. You could never tell. And I don't know if they're saying that just to be nice, but I kind of like the fact that they don't look overdone, hopefully. So I'm always hesitant to get like a lot more done. Okay, now I can't decide. Did I show you this last time? The Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Balm. I really like it. It's just like a sheer, I think I showed you, but I switched. It's all coming back because I put on a nuder lip. But I really like this too. This is a Rare Beauty lip oil and it's more pink. So let's use this because this is pinky vibes right now. I like it. I love it. I feel like I totally overdrew that side of my lips. Please hold. I need to sharpen this. I always need to sharpen my liners. Ugh. See what I mean? Something weird is happening out there. I almost feel like this side of my lips is far bigger. What is going on? I don't know. So yeah, I probably need to go get them redone, reshaped. I'm actually going to the aesthetic center next Thursday, but I kind of wanted, I don't want to sound, I feel like sometimes when I'm talking in these Monday makeup chats and I do edit them, I'm like, I sound so, like not materialistic, but like we're talking about this kind of stuff, but there's other parts of me. I hope people know that. Like I'm not over here just like talking about makeup and filler all day. So it's just the topic when you're doing your makeup and you're looking at your face. I think it comes to mind. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to the aesthetic center and I'm really self-conscious about when I like make expressions like this. Like I just have this extra weight right here. Like I always carry it. Even when I'm thinner, I still have it. And so I don't know what we're gonna do, but I wanna talk to them about something like that. Like because I'm partnered with them, I get to receive a service each month. And it's really great because I don't necessarily go in there saying, hey, I want this. I say, this part of me I would like to look better or look different or whatever, and they'll tell me like a treatment that they offer that can help with that. And so like for example, it was cool to tan. Is it showing? It was cool to tan when I was in high school. Like we would all buy a whole monthly membership and go every day and try to get as brown as you could, right? And so I have all these sunspots, and this winter we already have like a plan to do like a laser treatment there. So like I just went in the beginning of the year and told them all these things, and we like created a whole plan for the year. So yeah, this next appointment, I don't know what we're gonna do, but it's something with this spot. So we'll see. But I also need to spray my face and I don't have a setting mist, but I thought, let's add a little fall into this video since it's very pink. Let's add, this is By the Fireside by Replica. My sister got me this for Christmas last year and it smells so good and fall-y, and like it's definitely not a super feminine smell. It's more like spicy, but I really like it for this time of year. Like I wouldn't throw this on in the spring. It's definitely like a fall winter scent. It says fragrance description, burning wood and chestnut, female and male fragrance. Oh, I didn't even know that. So yeah. It's like, what's that called? It's like a unisex one. I'm using this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Taking a break sitting on the couch. It's more comfortable, but probably can't see very well up there. Pretty easy light makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I will see you very soon with another video. I was gonna say a Sephora makeup haul, but that is gonna go up before this video. So if you didn't see that and you would like to, I'll link it below because it'll be up before this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.